Hi, my name is Fan Chen, and many of you might have seen this kind of 3D printing mask on the internet or might have gotten one. And this is a Montana mask, was developed by Billing Clinic, Dr. Richardson, Dr. Zung, Cotton Zung. You also can find the detail on their website, mademask.com. And let me show it to you how I will use this mask. Okay. Um, Indeed, we found the design posted on the mademask.com fits the male a little bit better. If you're female or with smaller face, you can downsize this mask to 90% or even 85%. And the one in my hand is 85%. And also, if you see a mask, you can adjust that. If it's a little bit too big, indeed you can put some sticky foam around the edge of the mask. With the sticky foam, you should be able to find that in the store, and you should be able to have the mask fit you a little bit better. And I think that with the foam, we also create some, cushioning here and helping you, the surface is contacted your face. And I want you to be aware that this mask design is not intended to replace the standard protective equipment such as N95 mask or surgical mask when those equipment is available. And we all need to understand that this is our own decision and risk to use this kind of mask. According to CDC, I'm going to read a statement from the CDC, is that in setting where face masks are not available, HCP might use homemade masks such as bandana, scarf for care of patients with COVID-19 as a last resort. However, homemade masks are not considered PPE since their and capability to protect HCP is unknown. Caution should be exercised when considering this option. Homemade masks should ideally be used in combination with face shield that covers the entire front that extends to chin or below and sides of your face. Therefore, to me, I consider this kind of mask is the homemade mask, and I use it because I have no access to any other medical approved mask, and I understood that this is only provide a limited protection to me, just compare with I'm just like exposed to the air completely and comparing with this mask on my face. In this video, and I'm going to show it to you how to assemble this mask and replace the filter and clean the 3D mask. And again, this is the Montana mask that we printed using the PLA, and it considered two parts. Let me unassemble that. Okay, so that is the main part, and then a little square in here, and this part are the 3D printed parts. And also we have the elastic, and at the edge we use uh, the stainless steel bar fastened, which is allow us to let me see, to remove it, and then we can clean it later. So I can remove it, and I can remove the other part as well, allow me to clean it. And we should clean and sanitize the 3D printed part and also the elastic part. You can wash it and bleach it and sanitize that. So after I use or before I use, I will use some cloth ice to clean it. So I'm just make sure that I clean every part thoroughly, right? So I'm going to clean it, and also this elastic part and the edge, I will make sure I wash them and sanitize them as well. And also there's another really important part I consider that is almost the most important part is the filter. Okay, so for the filter, the original designers thought that if you turn one mask to multiple masks, and if you have surgical masks like this one, and indeed I don't have any mask at home, and thank you for my friend Cynthia who gave me this mask so I can do this demo. So if you have a surgical mask, you are going to cut the edge, the both edges. Okay, cut off the edges. Make sure that you wash your hand and sanitize your hand too, and so does your scissors. Okay, once you cut that, make sure that you put the pieces into a Ziploc bag. Okay, so when you cut that, the mask, you can extend that, looks like this. And in this one, you should be able to fold it, right? And then cut it through here and then cut it 3 pieces, which means I can make 6 filters using one surgical mask in here. If the surgical mask is not available, there are some other option. Of course, the surgical mask is the recommended. Okay, regarding the research we have done, so there are some material sorry, I'm not supposed to touch my face. There are some other options for instance, the MERV16 filter or the HEP part with a high efficiency particular air filtration. And even if you remember the statement I read before, the CDC suggests to use bandanas as a last resort. Okay, I hope that oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to show it to you how to put them together. So when you wash that or you replace the elastic, you can put the elastic back to your mask. Okay. Okay, so that one's back, and you can always adjust that, and you put your filters on the square. Okay, and you can just put that in the mask. Okay, and you click it. Oops. You need to be careful of that. Make sure they're balanced, otherwise it will pop up for that. Okay, so I'm going to pop the mask and the filters right here. So now it is ready for me to use and put the mask on. Okay, I hope that this video will help you to understand this kind of 3D printing mask and how to take care of that. Once again, remember this is our own decision to use this kind of 3D printed mask, and I'm using it because the other mask is not available for me. Okay, thank you, and I hope that helps.